As we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
What? 315. 45. Here we go. Check 43. Got it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Wilson. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Mike, 45. I got you, son.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Check Mike 45. Man, I got you.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
I got you, boy. 45, 45. Mike, 45. You ain't doing nothing with that.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
A nice performance last week, recognized as NFC Player of the Week after going over 100 yards rushing. I just love the vision. I love the wiggle he has, but I also love the power when he ends his runs.
That's what impressed me. Yes, there was some elusiveness last week. A couple times he just ran over guys.
Whoa. Kill. Turn up. Check.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Check my 45. Wild Bill. 45 is the most. Got nothing to run.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the 1st quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive, maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd-year back from Florida State. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
One. No.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. And that's caught by Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. From just shy of midfield, Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Chopper! Gun!
They run again on first down. Cook. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 36, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Madison running on first down. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down. From the 22, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 7 yards there and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, it's Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tunnel.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a give, right side. Carson. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And all this is taken in one hand, and what a catch. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 38, Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Fair. 45. Mike, 45. Here we go. Echo. 45.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 22.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Check three.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Greg Olsen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Wilson now to throw again. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Just like that. Just like that.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Guilt trip is here.
Out of bounds at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Break. Blue 15. 54, Mike. 14, fight it.
On second down now, it's Carson, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A huge play there. Cousins to his tight end, Rudolph. 59 yards. Cook. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the night, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the second time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Mike, 45. On the ball. Switch it. Run left.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Here we go.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. He'll get it up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now, 3rd and goal. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this 3rd quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings 20. trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
On first down, Carson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Flush to his right. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Check three.
Again, it's Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he won't get in, but you can't be set up any better than that. They'll have the ball at the 1-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Check three. Good job right there. Mike, 45. Extreme.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They start the drive with Cook. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games but only led the Vikes to just one fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he finds Cook. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run it with Madison. And an alley to run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Play fake. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Check. Switch.
Now Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I know it was a completion, but probably not the best decision to throw the ball into the middle of the field here. No timeouts. Give a ton of credit to him making the catch and finding a way to get to the sideline and get out of bounds.
This is Carson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
What we got?
Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Right here, right here.
Back to throw. Out to his left. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Alert!
One last shot for Wilson. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
Brandon, you know I love boxing, right? You know I love big fights, right? I'd given them the standing 8 count a few times along the way. And look at how this one ended.
Yeah, they had, well, I guess 9 lives, just like a cat, kept fighting, and they're in the end making the huge play to get the game winner.
I guess that's the epitome of you always have a puncher's chance.
Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end to win this thing.
And that's really where the emphasis is, right? The touchdown to win it. I know that they put a little on top, right? What's your favorite dessert? You know, what do you put on top of your favorite dessert?
You put whipped cream. Maybe a cherry.
There you go. The whipped cream, the cherry, whatever you want to talk about, that's what they put on it. But the story, the touchdown to win it, that's how they got it done.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire